Everybody has a rejection story. Doesn't always have to be parents. It could be something like in school, you're playing for a sports team, you kind of got rejected. But we all have a rejection story, and it's good to really get to the bottom of the rejection story. Who played the main character in the rejection? Was it something we heard? Is it something we saw? Something we put together in our mind as a child, right? Because it can spill all over adulthood, and especially in relationships. And I wanted to share a perspective with you when it comes to rejection, even kind of worth when it comes to relationships. Now, everybody thinks, oh, relationships are the best. I want to get into a relationship. I'm talking to this person at this point. We need to lock it down at in this amount of time. Like, we're talking this much, let's go. And when somebody says that they're not ready or they need more time and they're not on that bullshit, then we take it personally. We take it as rejection. We take it as, oh, we're not worthy of having you. When if it's, let's just use a man for example, since I'm a woman. If a man is like, I need more time, I'm just trying to figure some things out about myself, respect that honesty. Like I said, if you can sense body wise that he's not trying to entertain other people and playing around, but he really wants to make sure he has himself together enough, because he's mature enough to realize if he comes to the relationship less than his best, it's going to cause a whirlwind of trouble. And that's not only as a husband, but also as a father. So if a man is saying he needs more time, he's trying to take time, he's taking more time by himself, not to complete isolation, but he's really trying to do some self-discovery. I will tell you, you may have fallen in love with that man before the self-discovery, but you may fall head over heels once he does that work. So give him that space to do that, and don't take that as a shot at your worth or a form of rejection. You are worthy, and he's telling you, of getting his best. So let him do that, and just have conversations and communicate about that. But that's actually good, because a lot of people will rush into relationships and fatherhood and motherhood, and they're not prepared. And then all of a sudden they have this awakening, and they're trying to do self-discovery with the noise of children and all the stuff that comes with marriage. And it's so much harder. So you are worthy regardless. Why? Because it starts in here. It has nothing to do with what anybody else says or does. If you accept yourself, great. If you think you're worthy, great. Now, I'm not saying that you may not have feelings of like questioning your worth and kind of wondering what this person is doing, because some people are like, I'm a woman, I know what I bring to the table. I don't know how this man can't be ready for me. Just because you step into his life and you may be an asset and you may be helping him, he still has to contribute to his own self-discovery and healing. So this is sometimes where we have to like be humble and be like, yeah, I'm that girl. But at that same time, he's still his own person, and he has to be willing to do the work. And you may be able to support him, guide him if you are in that position to do so. But let that man do the healing, because that is going to be a man who's going to be dedicated to the relationship, dedicated to fatherhood. And your relationship has the potential to be really amazing, especially if you've already done the work. And while you're so worried about him doing the work, make sure you are not just kind of existing, because then you will grow apart. Because if you guys both are not growing and trying to find the best versions of you, it's like one's going higher or you're going this way. So just wanted to give you that perspective, and let me know in the comments if you resonate with this or if this makes sense to you. Because again, we're always going against, and we're always trying to learn new ways of thinking when it comes to relationships and life. We have these thoughts and these ways of thinking that were handed to us, that were shown to us, and until we are bold enough to challenge them, they run our life, and we don't always like it. But until we can see, wait, I have the power to change the narrative, we stay in misery and suffering. But you don't have to.